This week's Slip It In podcast was a little bit of a roller coaster.
Completely.
Yeah. What do you guys think the listeners are going to love the most about this week's app?
Baby kitten.
Baby kitten fish.
Yeah, I just feel that we're going to hear from the people from Dakotas.
Oh, the Dakotas are going to reach out to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And hey, I don't know if it's good, but the Woodward Dream Cruise, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a nightmare.
Yeah.
Listen and find out why.
Yeah.
It's Slip It In, the convo that has you obsessed.
We're talking pop culture, bad choices, obviously things that should stay in the group chat.
But they don't.
You'll laugh.
You'll cringe.
And then, oh my God, did they really just say that?
Oh, we said it.
And yeah, we slip it in.
Every single episode.
You'll laugh, you'll cringe, you'll beg for more with a guilty pleasure.
Welcome, everyone. We're back, slipping it in with you, bringing you the unhinged brunch conversation that you just can't stop listening to. I'm Megan.
I'm Matty with a hattie.
Oh, God, this hat, it's
JJ.
out of control.
I think that we're up for, now that you said that, Megan, I think that we're up for a brunch. We haven't done a brunch in a while.
Oh,
We've
always
had the
up for brunch.
conversations without the brunch. I think that we're due.
Fans are
We're not.
Oh,
if you don't have a
gotta get
mic,
my
I don't
mic.
think. Yeah, you were so focused on your
I know. It
hat that.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Matty with the hattie did not even. Nobody even listened to that. So
True. Nobody even heard it.
Yeah.
Well, oh well.
All right, Matty with the hattie is
Matty
with
with
us
the hattie.
today.
How's everyone been doing?
Very good.
Yeah.
Matty also has a shirt,
What's that shirt about? Oh, yeah.
and it says "Tell me a story."
Because you're
Oh.
a storyteller.
It goes well with the storyteller hat you got me, Megan, which I love, but I probably won't wear them together. It's a little too much story. But this
Definitely.
is important because this dates back to when Molly came on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Molly, who was talking about the moth.
On the moth, yeah.
And she also had that incredible story about her father and the drug runs through the Caribbean.
I think people want a part two. Of
They
us.
do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're going to bring her back and dive a little deeper. But what she was saying to us as part of her story was that she was telling a story at the Moth. So the Moth, there's all over the States. NPR is behind it all. And
It's like sponsored. NPR sponsors
well, they're a nonprofit.
Okay.
So they're funded through donations. And so you buy a ticket, you go, they have 10 people, they have a topic for the evening. This
Mhm.
topic, well, she did one about her dad. And then I said, this is incredible. I'd like to go to one of these moths. So I did. I went with her, and then she had another friend come along. So the three of us went to in Detroit at the Marble Bar. Now I found out they have one the first Thursday of every month, and you should check your local city moths because they're all over the country. It was life-changing for me, I would say. Which
Really?
I know it says
wow.
it
That's
says a lot,
crazy.
but I just was so engaged, and there was such a diverse group of people in attendance. The topic was serendipity, which is like
I love serendipity.
A big theme was like, how do you define it? So, I mean, do you want to take a stab, or you want me to tell you what we landed on?
I can take a stab. It means something unexpected happens that is like in any scenario you could imagine would never happen, and it essentially is life-changing.
For the good, right?
Yeah.
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 That's a great. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I think that's perfectly said. So,
Well, what was your definition?
Well,
I didn't know. I
didn't have
defining
one,
it for the whole mob.
But a lot of people were saying, and even the host said, people seem to know what it is, but hard to articulate. What are you laughing at? My hat? It's serendipitous.
No,
JJ.
no,
We were in
100%. It's not.
We were in Puerto
serendipitous.
Rico, and we just so happened to walk into this store, and I found it, and that's serendipity right there.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
serendipity
serendipity.
doodah, if
No.
you ask me.
No.
Anyway, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. 10 people got up. They have 5 minutes to tell their story, and then they identify 3 friend groups within the audience to be a group of judges. So
Mhm.
collectively, like 4 people that make up a friend group will be like, we give them an 8.5 or
Yeah.
whatever. And then there's one winner at the end. They win nothing. because
Like
it's
a trophy?
no,
Nothing.
just
Not a ribbon.
bragging rights, and it's just great. I mean,
Not
people are,
even a free round of drinks.
no.
Oh, is there their drinks? You
I mean,
drink
it's at a
there?
bar.
It's a bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there were drinks going on. And the hosts even did a plea like, if anyone wants to buy us drinks, we're open to it. And then people bought them
Okay.
drinks.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was great.
I do think that you should go and do the story
story.
because you have you proclaim yourself to be a storyteller.
Yeah. It would be a little intimidating for me. I like to tell a story, but in my comfort zone, and you guys are totally my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Getting up there in front of strangers, I don't know, but I would love to do it.
Yeah,
But
'Cause
it's
I think that
also
you-
got to be the right topic. And the next topic for, what are we in, August?
Yes.
September is 9 to 5.
Oh, really?
What does that? Is a work thing?
Oh, that's
Well,
kind of
I think
I'm
it's
not a
open to
fan of that.
interpretation. Somebody could get up there and tell a Dolly story, like a
Yeah.
Dolly Parton because of
Oh.
the movie. Someone else would probably get up and talk about their job or their career.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but even
Serendipity is a much better.
Yeah.
Oh
topic.
yeah, I think that you.
I won't do 9 to 5, but I'm gonna go again. And
You will go again.
I got this shirt from the Moth, Tell Me
Mhm.
Story, and it's got the Moth logo. I got these 2 books
Yeah,
that are a collection of
that
Moth.
tracks the moth
Moth.
and all this.
And I love it because, like, I like to read, but sometimes I don't always feel like I have time to start a big novel. These are just short little stories about humanity and people's experiences in 5 minutes, whatever that equates to in reading. But like, that's how long they're supposed
Yeah.
to be talking.
Well, that was the Thursday. That Friday, right after that, Matty went into the mothing experience. That I went for the first time ever to the Upper Peninsula here in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And I have to say that the saying of there's no summer like Michigan summer,
So true.
it just lived to the expectation. I've
Wow.
never ever. I mean, it's on my top 3, even international places that I've been
Really?
to.
Wow.
It's
Well,
it-
that says a lot as well.
100%.
it's-
I don't know
it's
if I would
just-
say that.
it's just amazing. It was such a, and I think that it was like a part of like it was we fully disconnected in a cabin up there. It was almost 6.5 hours.
But aren't
getting
there a
there.
lot of content creators in your group? So
There
I
was
wouldn't
some
say
content.
fully.
There was
connected.
some
That-
content creation happening,
Okay.
and one of my friends might come in and join in and talk a little bit more about the details of it. But there was like moments that I had to like stop for a second and say, "Is this really Michigan?"
Mm.
Especially when we went to Picture Rocks. We went in kayak and Picture Rocks.
I've always wanted to do
Say
that.
it.
I haven't
I've
done
never been to the UP.
I could not even.
it. Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
Even when
I
you
mean,
were
I
little?
crossed the
Can't
bridge,
believe that
but I
you
didn't,
haven't.
like, I know. Because
And
to your
this foreign
point,
little boy went there
To-
before you guys.
I know to your point, I think it's true that you can, the amount of time it takes you to get up there, you can almost be to like Tennessee or like
Yes.
Florida or something. So it
Yes.
is like, it's no wonder why you feel like you're in a different state because you have to drive for so long.
And
I
it's
mean,
just
what was
like
your drive?
it was about 6.5 hours.
Oh, I thought it was more like 8.
Oh, I did too.
No, if you go straight to, I mean, the cabin that we stayed at, it was
Oh,
about
okay.
that. But if
Okay.
you went all the way up, if you were to calculate all the way up to Picture Rocks,
Yes.
then that'll be about 8.
Oh, okay.
But so we did that in the middle of our weekend. We didn't
You
just
broke
do
it
it.
up a
see.
little bit.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
we just did that. And also on the way back, we stopped at Mackinac Island.
Oh, I love Mackinac
Did you do that
Island.
on the date? Did you stay on Mackinac Island?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
No, we just did a day.
Did you go to have drinks at the
Pony.
Pony
Pony?
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
Oh,
that.
did you go to
Yeah.
the Grand Hotel?
I
and have
should've
We
drinks
didn't
there?
go. No, we didn't.
Oh.
But I went to Mackinac Island before
Yeah.
with Matty, and I've done
Okay.
it before.
Yeah.
Matty too.
With my
And we-
good friends, Brett and Carl. Hi.
Yeah.
I know you're out there
Yes,
listening.
they rented an RV, and we went from here to
Oh,
Mackinac
wow.
City on the RV. We stayed in a couple campgrounds.
Oh, wow. I'm
Mika
not sure
just-
about that.
Well, it was a one and done. I mean, I enjoyed them and
Um,
everything, but I'm just not into camping. My
Yeah.
parents did the RV thing. It's,
Yeah, so we
RVing
did,
is a
and
way
we
of life.
yeah, and this time we bike around the whole island, and then we had lunch at the Seabiscuit.
Are you talking about our trip? or
No,
your
this
trip?
time around.
We biked too, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Yeah,
we
I
did,
thought so.
I think almost everyone who goes to Mackinac does the
Yeah.
biking around the island. It's
Yeah,
a very
and got me
big
some
thing.
fudge.
Yeah,
and-
I
there's
love the
another big
fudge.
thing. Yeah.
Yep, I
yeah.
love
So
the
it was
fudge.
again. I'm not gonna say much because I think that one of our friends are gonna come in and if you're listening, you know we have a seat for you. But we're gonna talk a little bit more about the impact that trip and the Michigan. The whole
that.
Michigan experience was just like it's so amazing. Like it just felt like we were in St. Thomas.
I had a new Michigan experience, also Michigan, Canada adjacent.
Oh,
So the day after you left, the next day,
we were on a tour.
We were trying new things. This hat's tight with these headphones.
Maybe the hat should be taken off.
Well, with these headphones on.
Matty with the hattie.
We told you the hat maybe wasn't the best idea, and you chose not to.
Oh, I
listen
can
to
see
your
you going
phone.
red.
And I am getting red. I'm blushing. Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
there's
I
a new,
can't with you in this hat.
there's a new Gordie Howe Bridge that opened up. Stop. Let me get through it. And it's the third bridge, right? But second in downtown Detroit. There's one
Correct.
in Portage or where?
Port
Sorry, yeah.
Huron.
Port
Port
Huron.
Yes,
If
which
the hat's
is
cutting
a
off.
bridge I
It's
take
cutting
a
out the
lot.
block.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now there's two within like a mile of each other for downtown Detroit area.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
Plus
the
the
new
tunnel.
one they put in, plus the tunnel.
Yep.
And the new one they put in has a footpath and a bike path,
Which is so
which is
cool.
right alongside the car path, but I
Mhm.
mean safe and stuff. And yeah, so I chose to walk it. The bridge itself is about a mile and a half. It's about 2 miles all in when you're like going up and zooming around before you get to the bridge. And then I got all the way over there, and then I mean it was like Cement City over there on that side. So there's
Yeah,
nothing.
that area is
No,
not the
there's
best.
not much
yeah.
there.
If you Google it, don't fall for it because it says like Sandwich City is like right over there. It's not. It's another mile and a half, which is fine if you want to
I mean,
catch
you
an
can Uber.
or if you're on your bike.
If
But
it's
when
you, just a lift.
I was just me. I'm like,
It's not worth
so
it.
I just turned around and came back
yeah.
and came back through customs.
Well,
and-
newsflash, Sandwich City isn't all that either.
No, it's like a Tim fucking Hortons. It's like Tim Hortons. I mean,
Let me
And
ask
then-
you this. So when you had to go over, did you do customs on both sides?
No.
Have to show your passport?
no. I did to get back in, and I would have if I went into Canada, but to
Oh,
like
so you
get
didn't
on the
actually.
bridge,
Okay.
like nothing. There were some
Interesting.
security people positioned along the walkway, but they were
Okay.
just more or less greeters and probably watching things,
Yeah.
but they don't ask for anything. So you can go. I didn't get, until I was done basically and had to come back in.
Well, I guess that makes sense because you don't show anything driving across, but you have to pay a fee, a fine, or not a fine.
No,
but
so
like,
that was gonna say that. So we must say that pedestrians and people that are biking is for free.
correct. But
it's fully
I'm saying
free.
when you drive,
Oh, when you
you
drive,
don't
yes.
show ID either.
No.
It's all at the end on the
Yeah.
opposite side, but you have to do a stop just to make
Yes.
a payment.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for the Gordie Howell,
How?
How?
He's a famous Red Wings
oh
player.
really?
Mhm.
So for the Gordie Bridge, like pedestrians, How? Oh, how?
How?
Gordie Howe.
Yes.
HOWE. How?
Howdy how.
It's free, so it's a great
Yeah.
adventure and experience that
I loved
people
it.
can
It was
actually
really
get.
good, and people were smiling and happy.
When you were up there, was it really windy?
no,
No.
breezy, but easy
Okay.
breezy.
Did it feel really high up?
I don't know. I didn't feel weird
Okay.
about it.
All
That's
right.
so I've done both bridges on foot and the tunnel on foot
That's
I
true.
did the half.
Yeah,
I did the half marathon.
same.
So that's the only way you can actually walk or run the tunnel and the other bridge is through
Yeah.
the marathon. Otherwise,
That's it. Yeah.
so I just got.
I wonder if they will change the route for the marathon and they do.
I wonder if you'll go over one and back over the other.
That's a
Oh,
good-
and not do the tunnel at all?
the
You
tunnel
think?
is a little bit scary to come back.
I don't even like.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, I can imagine because I'm not a fan driving
Yeah, that
through
moment. Yeah.
it, and sometimes it gets backed up at the border, so then you're just stuck sitting there in the tunnel.
Well, can you imagine though, like if you have any claustrophobia or just fear of like I'm actually underwater,
Yeah.
if you're not in a car and you're on foot, you're
no,
like, oh,
I
I'm
would
fucked.
not. No, because I try to zip quickly through that
Oh,
tunnel.
we know with just sip, 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 sip.
What do you got for us, Megan?
Well, you guys were in the UP, crossing borders. I was just having a pool day.
Oh.
Toe tipping.
But
Toe
it was
tip.
nice.
Were
Oh,
you
I
just
was-
a toe tip?
No, I was
Where were
full
you
in
pooling?
at my brother's pool.
Oh.
Okay.
The
Oh, in
new
the west
pool.
side. On the
Yeah.
It's
west
your
side?
perfect.
It was
Ideal
and we
pool.
had it's a dream pool, and it was a dream day for a pool.
I
so it
saw
was
you
so
guys
great.
in the little loungers that were positioned in the shallow end. Missy was.
Yeah,
clicking
there's
pics.
Baja. What do you call it? Baja ledge. So there you can put lounge chairs in the water.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's
Also,
great.
those lounge chairs are not stationed there. You can just move them around.
You pull them out
Okay.
because then the cover goes on.
Oh, that's
So-
true.
But otherwise, yeah, they're easily. You put them in, and they have holes in them, so they take in the water. So then they're like kind of locked in when they're in the pool.
Okay.
But then when you want to move them, you just have to like drain them out,
Okay.
and
okay.
then you can lift them easily.
I mean, I can take a pool day any day. So.
it was really nice.
Well,
but
and it's been really humid, so
Yeah.
a nice pool day.
yeah, it was like 85 and sunny that day, but some clouds, so we had a little cloud
Perfect.
cover. And to go back to our prior tanning conversations, I went
What's the
no
UV level?
lotion.
Chasing the whole day.
On my chest, I put 50. My
Okay,
chest,
well, that's lotion. When you say you put no lotion,
but nowhere
that's
else.
Baby
My
Kitten.
legs were
Oh.
free and fancy, no lotion whatsoever, and my
Mhm.
arms, no lotion.
And are you saying this is a good thing? What is the point?
Yeah, well, because I said I normally go at least an hour, and this time I went the whole day. The only thing I did was my chest.
See, I'm just
'Cause my
like,
chest
should we
can
put
burn.
a warning
Let me see your
across like
legs
this
and
is
see
not?
how maybe you
Well,
got
it's been a week at this
Okay.
point, so I mean, I didn't have really any tan going
I mean,
into
I
it.
do have to say that you should do a wiki feed.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
There's
Wow.
those toes are.
Maybe we all should do a little wiki.
No, that's
We
not
talked
happening.
about doing footsie
Yes,
tootsies.
I
on-
think we should.
footsie tootsie. I'm in the.
Well, we have a group pool day coming up, and
Yeah,
I think we
we
should
do.
do some food or foot
Food.
pictures and
Food.
food with Tootsie Rolls.
Footsie.
Some
Footsie
food
toots.
pics.
But I will say, as
That's
you
not
know,
gonna
you guys are talking about Michigan and the Gordie Howe Bridge and pictured rocks. Like, I am very happy to be a Michigander and
Oh,
from Michigan. Like, I do feel like we have one of the better states.
Mm.
I mean, I'm glad I'm not from a Dakota.
No shade,
It
Dakota.
doesn't matter
No
if
shade.
it's north or south, any of them.
Well, what about
those
a
plains,
Iowa?
It's
What about
same.
like a-
They're
Yeah.
all the plain. Like, I'm happy I'm not from one of those states.
I mean, we have a lot to offer, really.
And
Yeah.
we
You're-
don't have water shortages like anyone else will because of our beautiful Great Lakes.
Well, knock on
Yeah.
wood, because I do feel bad for all of the countries and cities and states that are having all these.
Yes.
It seems every
Yeah.
year it gets worse and worse. Michigan, I mean, like again, knock on wood,
Yeah.
we kind of dodge a lot of the weather.
Well,
and
and
all
with
that stuff.
global warming, our winters have been getting milder and milder.
Yeah.
And I will say, with all lately around the world in the last like 6-9 months, lots of earthquakes,
Yeah.
some
It's a lot going on.
tsunamis. Like,
Scary though.
Los Angeles has been having water main breaks left and right, which is really unheard of. That's not common. I think there's lots of ground shifting, and I'm nervous for a big quake coming to our West Coast.
Well, I don't think you should have put that out there.
Well,
Swim.
if you're on the West Coast,
But you heard it
slippers,
here first.
Like,
Take precautions.
yep, get yourself ready. Be prepared
Come
for
to
an
Michigan.
earthquake.
Move here.
Yes. There's nothing like a summer in Michigan.
And
No.
Detroit is becoming one of the top cities to visit.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, the Detroit downtown is amazing.
It is. It's
And
awesome.
It's like one
The
of my
river,
favorites.
like all of the Great Lakes and the UP and
Ugh.
you name it, you name it, you name it.
Yeah.
We've got it all. But
Name it.
I mean, it kind of sounds like Michigan's blowing up, but you know what is blowing up?
What is-
Kitten fishing.
Oh,
More specifically,
Baby
baby
kitten.
Baby
kitten.
kitten.
Baby
Well,
kitten.
baby kitten.
We introduced this term.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean,
Megan
we
did.
didn't create kitten fishing, but,
But baby
we
kitten.
created baby
Well,
kitten.
I think it was organic. Like you
Yeah.
just said, well,
Correct.
baby kitten.
Yes.
And now it is
Because
trademarked and licensed and t-shirts are being printed
Yeah, baby kitten.
along with some
Baby
gay
kitten.
vine.
Oh,
and
yeah.
some noodles.
Well,
Yeah.
noodles we're still on the fence
Yeah.
about. But
So
yeah, go ahead. Like, I just think like the more you talk about it, it's like, well, is this kitten
Yeah.
fishing? Is
Or it's a
this baby
baby.
kitten? Or could this even be a little catfishing?
I was talking to a friend of mine the other night, and I was talking about this and how
Baby or kitten?
the segment in general. And he's like, well, I've had this conversations with a few people.
Mhm.
Some I brought up, and others they're like, I have to talk to you about this segment. And the people that hadn't heard the segment yet, I said, do you know what kitten fishing is? That's where I start. And they're like, no, I haven't heard of that. I'm like, you know what catfish is, right? And they're like, yeah, I know it. And then they're putting they're putting it together like, oh, so it's kind of like catfishing, but not so intense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And then this guy
It's
says,
a settle cat.
This guy's like, if I put on the apps that I am 5'10", and then I show up for the date and I'm actually 5'7", is that kitten fishing? And I'm like,
Wait,
no.
2 inches or 3?
Well, I think, what did I say?
You're
3.
3.
That's a
Ooh.
catfish, I think.
No.
No. JJ
Catfish is like you're a whole nother
I mean,
person.
why
a
would you
different
even
sex,
change
a
your
dis-
stats?
di-
It's like,
but that's kitten
Everyone-
fishing.
From a straight girl perspective, on the apps, almost all straight men are changing their height
why?
to be taller. Well, the ones in the 5s. The ones in the 6s, I think, are more accurate.
I would never change my height.
Well, you're 6 foot.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think in the gay world, height
6 3/4.
isn't as big of a deal as it is in straight.
That's baby kitten.
The straight world.
That's baby kitten. When you say you're 6 3/4, baby kitten.
Yeah, so if I say that, it's a baby kitten.
Because you're really,
I'm 6.
oh. Well,
So if
why
I say
even
6
add three
Right,
There is
quarters?
why
people.
do
There is people. But I
3/4?
wanted to just prove a point.
Well, in the straight world, they're adding inches. They're not adding 3/4.
Well, in the gay world, they're adding inches as well.
Well, that
Whoa.
might be for
In
other
other places
That's-
than others.
All right, I grab your paddles.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna do paddles
I've
today.
got a
Bring in the
paddle.
paddles
I've got-
back.
We got kitten on one side
Baby kitten.
and baby kitten on the other.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am gonna read, and you guys can throw one out if one comes to mind.
Yeah.
But I've prepared a few. Okay, here's the first one. Your mother says, "Oh, I don't like to gossip." Then gives you a 22-minute briefing on your cousin's divorce, the neighbor's DUI, your aunt's facelift, and why Carol from church suddenly stopped wearing sleeveless tops.
Okay, baby. That's a baby kit.
I say a kitten.
I say kitten.
A kitten.
Baby.
She says she's not a gossiper.
And then gossips 5 things.
But
Baby
some
would
of
be
that's
a
not
baby.
gossip. Some of that might just be relaying life events of people around you.
Well, you can see why. It
All
gets
right, Carol.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, Carol.
Carol says thank you. Okay.
I got your back, Carol.
Someone probably says they're vegetarian. Then you learn that they eat bacon at brunch.
Well,
That's a baby kitten.
We
for me.
know.
I think baby kit.
That's baby kitten.
I'm gonna go full kitten,
Oh, that's a baby
and
kitten.
I would almost go cat.
No.
No.
It's
If
just
you
your
say you're
meal.
a vegetarian and you eat meat,
And just a
you
little,
can't be.
No, just for a moment, you said that it was just for a brunch. During
Yeah.
brunch,
One
they just take a
time-
bite from
I
the
d-
bacon.
I'm assuming they're doing it every time they have
Well,
bacon in their
well,
pot.
you
that's
can't
on you.
assume.
That
Yeah.
is on me.
You didn't
It's
give us those
subjective.
other facts.
Yeah.
Well,
You said on your scenario is that you are at brunch and all of a sudden it's like, let me just get a little bite.
Yeah.
I
If-
would support it and I will invite that.
can
Well,
you
if
be,
they were
can
to-
you both? Can you be both a vegetarian and a bacon eater?
No,
Okay.
but it's just a one time at brunch.
One time
nothing
in
like a smell of
5
bacon at
years,
brunch.
no
Well,
problem.
you guys are also adding
multiple
because you're adding.
at a weekly meal.
Did I say one time every 5 years? No.
No, but you said a one time at brunch.
One time at brunch.
Well,
That's what you said.
Okay, so what if it's at brunch? Every time they go to brunch, they have bacon. Would you?
They're
call-
not
would you-
Uh,
vegetarians.
Kitten.
That's
Okay.
kitten.
Yeah,
That's
That's
kitten,
kitten.
not
Yes.
cat. We're
That's
not
a
cat.
different
No,
though. That's
it
a
doesn't
different.
But if they're
cat-
eating
No, it's not cat.
burgers every week, are
That's
they
That's
cat?
a cat.
Oh, that's cat.
Well,
Well,
no.
Wait,
Pinky,
I feel
Pinky
like
from
cat-
Atlanta.
Cat
Real
has-
Housewives of Atlanta. Pinky,
Yeah.
she is like a vegan entrepreneur, and with how she
Yes.
has restaurants. And people are saying on the streets that she really eats meat.
Isn't her restaurant called Bad Vegan? Oh no, that
No.
was the documentary. It's Slutty Vegan.
Slutty vegan.
And we're getting one in Detroit.
Yeah,
FYI.
slutty vegan.
Slutty vegan?
Slutty
Yeah.
vegan. Yeah.
I'm kind of
Wow.
excited to try it.
Yeah.
I have one that hits close to home.
Oh.
Someone says, I'm basically ready.
Oh, that's me.
And
This is a
20,
baby kit.
20 minutes later,
Baby
she's
kit.
still dabbing and blending.
Baby
Dabbing-
kitten.
Well, basically ready doesn't mean I'm ready.
Baby kitten.
It's a baby.
When Megan
That's a
says
babe.
she's basically ready, we're like,
Give it
so
30
we're about
minutes.
30 minutes out.
Yeah.
But she's
It-
basically
no,
ready.
basically ready is more like 10, 15.
No. I mean, it has changed and you have improved a lot.
But I'd say 10, 15 is basically ready. Because usually it means my makeup and hair is done. I just have to change and put lipstick on.
Or refresh.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well,
He just put that in. And he
baby
knew it was talking about you.
Do you guys have any? I have one more. A guy tells you I have a boat. He posts sunset photos
Uh-huh.
from it all summer, and he's like, "Oh, I'm taking my little baby out on the water," and then you later find out it's his uncle's boat.
Well, he
Uh,
has a boat.
No,
Well, no, he
kitten.
doesn't. His uncle has
It's
the boat.
Yeah, kitten.
It's
That's
kitten.
a kitten.
It's kitten. I was
Kitten.
I'm
just-
going baby kit.
no.
No,
It's
no,
kitten
no.
because
But
he
he-
doesn't have access to the boat all the time.
Yeah, it's not like
might-
he has
how do
keys.
you know?
You said he didn't have keys.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you did.
See, you are
making
by
shit up.
definition you are
I'm
baby
just
kitten.
making it up,
You're
yeah.
baby kitten by design.
So if I have an idea, I have a scenario for you guys.
Okay.
So if in the profile there is no stipulation at all about his social habits of drinking,
okay.
Okay.
and we, all three of us, participate on that,
And,
and then all of a
drinking?
sudden, in the
Drinkers.
drinking, in
Or-
the drinking,
Yes.
Okay.
We're
and then when
drinkers.
you go into the a date,
Date.
your first date, he says, "No, I'm not gonna drink. I'm not a drinker.
Well,
I-
is he not? So does he never drink, or he's not drinking
Never
that day?
drinks. Never drinks.
Never drinks.
Well, I
ever,
don't-
ever.
Not
Yeah.
even. Has not even.
but on the
mention
app,
anything.
on the app, you said he didn't declare one way or the other.
Well, there's nothing stipulated like on it.
Then
Then
I-
there's nothing. I think he's
I
nothing.
feel like the kitten left the room. There's
Yes.
no cat or
The-
kitty.
I
There's
agree.
no kitty in the room.
No kitty in the room.
No kitty at all.
No,
No
because
kitty.
I mean, I feel like we start to get into kitten and catty when we're talking about if he puts occasionally or he puts never or he
Oh.
puts
Yes.
he puts drinks and then you go and he's like, well, I don't drink. Well,
Special
okay, that-
occasions, and that special
Yeah.
occasion never happened.
Or
Yeah.
the question is asked, do you drink? And he says yes.
Oh,
And then you show up and he says no.
then that will be a kitten.
It's a kitten. Because to me, cat has to rise to a very blatant level
Yeah.
of like completely different person, different everything. Like a man being a woman,
cat.
a 50-year-old being a 20-year-old, like
Mhm.
totally creating scenarios of
Yeah.
like making a whole person up that doesn't exist,
Yeah.
basically.
A blonde being showing up as a brunette, kitten or baby
no.
kitten.
Probably baby, because honestly,
Because some people are
I
into
don't-
blondies.
then women change their hair color.
Yeah,
all the
but like, I
time.
mean, it's just for example that I'm into blonde.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons, not all the reasons, but one of the reasons why I'm pursuing you because you're a hot blonde.
Thank you.
But then all of a sudden she shows up brunette.
Well, I can be blonde again. Just give me a couple days.
But at that point, it's a kitten for me.
I don't think
I don't know
so.
where to go with that one, really.
Because in
All
my
your profile pictures are blondes.
Yeah, but it's
So I am attracted to blondes.
right.
And then all
Does
of a
she
sudden,
know that?
yeah.
She does.
you've told her.
Does she?
Yeah.
Does she know you're gay? Because
Well-
that's
No.
a kitten. Because that's a kitten. 'Cause that's a cat.
Well, no.
Exactly.
I'm
100%.
Let's
talking
start there.
about I'm talking about if I were to be straight pursuing Megan.
I know.
Well,
but-
here's the thing. If you told me, oh, I love all your pictures, like I'm so into blondes, I'd say, oh, FYI,
What?
I'm now brunette, but I'll be blonde again soon. That's how I would handle it. So they would know when I showed up
Yeah.
not to look for a blonde. I'm now a brunette.
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is that we're actually discussing the fishing, like the
I
baby
think
kitten,
it's-
the catfish instead of things. But you kept quiet when he's saying things about
Well, then
you
that
that is kitten.
becomes kitten.
Yes, because
You
you're
have to
like,
address it.
you're addressing it as a, oh, I love a blonde. I love your pictures. That hair looks amazing. And you just
Hopefully
stay
you
quiet.
still like a brunette because I just recently colored my
I'm
hair.
saying-
Okay, you two, I'm going to have to ask you to take it offline because this has become like a one-on-one at a brunch
Okay.
table. People are listening and like, they won't shut up around the brunette.
Well-
So I hope, does the audience know Kitten and Cat and Kitty?
Well,
Let us. I would encourage the slippers to let us know a scenario or a situation, and we'll
dissect it.
let them know.
yeah,
It's a
well,
baby.
yeah,
We'll-
we're
Baby kitten.
happy.
We'll give you
It's a
We'll
kitten.
tell you.
Yeah.
Is it cat, kitten, baby kit? But I will, just.
Oh, are you going back to the brunette?
Yes.
I can't. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew it.
Well, here's the thing I will say.
Oh my
Because
God.
this is what I don't know how this really works. So let me ask you this. I was born with a full head of hair and it was jet black. Then my hair color.
is this you or a made up
me,
scenario?
No, me personally
Okay.
as Megan, born, brand new baby, full
Black.
head of hair, jet black.
Oh, wow.
With all like my mom said everyone thought was never had seen a baby with so much hair and they kept like doing weird things with my hair.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles?
Because they like giving me
Thank you.
like mohawks and weird little
Wow.
things.
Are there photos of this?
Yeah, because
would
I had
pay
so much
money.
hair.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, why is my hair all weird? And my mom's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
wouldn't
They
stop
were-
messing with it because it was like they'd never
was a
seen
lot.
a baby
They're like,
with so much hair.
Look at this
Yeah.
girl's hair.
Well, then fast forward age 2, I'm pure white blonde.
That is crazy.
Then fast forward 3 more years, I'm like a golden blonde, similar to how I am now. Fast forward a few more years, I become a brunette. Never touching hair color.
Is there
And
a
then-
question?
And then,
there-
well, then I
I'm
started
trying to
coloring my
get-
hair
'Cause she
in
said,
high school.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
The question is, what am I? Am I a blonde? Am I a brunette? What am I?
You're Kitty going through a lot
Or-
of stages. You're
Is
Kitty-
your hair color
Kitty-
you're a
defined
kitty on the
by
move.
what you currently have it as?
Yeah. Right now, you
Or-
are a brunette because you are a blondie.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
now-
blonde.
right
so
now you're
I'm
blonde.
not kitten, cat,
No, you're not.
kitty, baby. If
You're
I just say
Calico,
blonde.
I think. You're Calico Kitty. You're Calico Kitty.
She
Oh
is
my
a cow.
God, I
She's
can't.
Calico Kitty.
Okay, well, if someone has my hair color going forward, I'm going to say calico.
Oh my
The-
god.
Yes, I'm Calico Kitty.
Oh.
Say that. Say that.
Oh, God. I can't.
Can we transition into
Yeah, you have a product.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go right into my pulling out. I
No.
can't
Oh,
wait to,
no.
I
You have a
can't wait
quick
to
product.
fucking complain about it.
Oh, God.
Oh, I do
can't
have a
wait to
product.
hear it.
So
If you speak to the mic, that would be amazing, Matty.
it's YSL Yves Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
It's a eau de parfum. It says right there, eau de parfum.
Yeah, you took French in high
I did.
school, so you know.
And it is
Can you say it
winner
again?
eau de parfum.
Oh, I don't know. That's crazy.
And it's called Myself.
Mhm.
Oh, I
So
like that.
how did I
name.
stumble
That's very
upon
cool.
this eau de
Yeah,
parfum?
Which,
I got an order from Sephora.
which I
And-
think is
Oh,
amazing.
with
that
all
They
those
were
idea.
running-
samples.
Yeah,
Oh my God. I got 10
best thing
little
ever.
mini samples of cologne, which I mean, you can get 4 or 5 uses out of it times 10, 50 squirts.
Oh, I've got a.
Mhm, you
Set
think.
you
Can
right
I-
up,
can
JJ.
I
I set you
I
right up.
was always ready for a squirt.
Well,
I
I'm
knew
sure.
it.
But
I
let me
knew it.
say
I knew it.
this.
I knew it.
For anyone who gets those samples with purchases of perfume,
Parfum.
eau de
What
parfum, cologne, whatever you want,
Yeah.
those great travel hack, put them in your carry-ons.
Yeah.
So if you get delayed or get stuck somewhere, or
there.
you have a long travel day, or you're around people maybe who didn't put deodorant on, you've
Mm.
got a little spritz
I'm
to
not-
brighten your day.
I'm not diminishing that, but I don't think that's a big, well-kept secret. I think a lot of people, I don't know if that's a hot like hack. It's by design. It's like a travel size.
I think it's a huge
Okay,
travel hack
Well,
because lots of times I pull them out and I'm like, I don't
I
wear
think
these
that also called
perfumes.
travel size.
I don't like. No,
I mean,
no, these are
everyone's
samples.
like, Oh, wow. I've never known. This is breaking news.
Well, I keep sometimes perfume that I wouldn't wear, I wouldn't purchase, but I'm like, if I'm in a bind and get stuck somewhere traveling where I'm stuck for the night, whatever,
I think we got it.
this gives me a little fresh
I think we got
spritz.
it.
Maddie brought
Back
the
to-
full bag to New York, and it was
Yeah.
a dream. Every day, it's like, what am I gonna wear?
Right. And myself was the one I gravitated towards the most. And the
Oh.
Which
other
is a
thing,
very good smell.
JJ, do you
It
know
is.
the
It smells
whole
nice.
who's on first routine? Do you know anything? Like who's on first, what's on second?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
It's the like Stooges.
The Three Stooges.
Oh,
I'm
the
not
Three
going to get
Stooges,
into it. It's not great content for the pod, but
I'm
but
not sure it was great content back then.
well, like
Those
who's
early
on
days of
who's
TV.
on first is like the name of the player, but they're like, I get it, but who's on first? Who is on first? Do you get that?
No.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like myself. So somebody said, "What are
Not
you wearing?"
really.
I said, "I'm wearing myself," and I'm like, "Well, I know you smell great."
I've,
what
I've-
is it?
I
You
witnessed
were-
it. I
yeah.
witnessed it. Yeah.
Myself. Yeah.
It's
I do
myself.
like that.
So it's kind of. It's
I like that too.
It's-
Or
what's
it's
the
like
price?
basically then people assume
Mm.
you are like a great smelling person naturally.
This is like I don't know,
Right.
100 with some change, or like
Really?
70 to
Wow.
90 to 100. I mean, you got to like
Well, Yves Saint Laurent, it's like very.
myself.
Yes.
It's very me.
So if you're looking for gifts for the men in your
Cue.
life,
Cue the link tree.
myself, Yves Saint Laurent,
Yeah.
and it's in our link tree.
I do have a hot tip about it.
Oh.
I will also say it is only
Tip
it
it.
requires one spray. It's very strong.
Yeah.
And I did one spray direct and I thought, ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I've since went to the I don't know if you
Your
guys
hot
like
spots?
no, if you like this technique, but I spray and walk
I don't like
into the
that.
air.
Well, that's what they tell you to do at the
That's what you
mall,
do, JJ,
at
with
the
a
department
eau de
stores.
parfum. You spray it and you walk into it.
No.
Let me
And-
ask you guys, as men, do you like a spray or like traditional cologne always was like you put it in your hand and then you like
I think that's
slap it?
aftershave, isn't it?
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Maybe that's right.
I don't know. That
Yes.
was a different generation.
Okay, well,
You are
Yes.
funny today. You are funny.
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. We're
Oh.
the different
So-
bottle.
all right. Well, I've
So go out
forgotten
and-
about aftershave.
To your point, go out if you're a lady and you're looking for your man to smell good, or you're a man looking for your man to smell good, or you're a man.
Oh, yeah. Or do you feel like you want a good cologne and whatever gender you feel like you are and you
Yeah.
identify with, go for it.
Yeah. Spray
Well,
it on.
Let me ask you this. Is,
Okay,
Old,
she's got a lot of let me ask yous.
is Old Spice an aftershave?
Yes. it
Not,
is
a,
I
good.
think
not
it-
a cologne.
No,
I think that they have now
both.
a cologne,
I think they have
but
both.
they
Okay.
started with an aftershave.
Now I feel like, to Maddie's point, it was
did not let it go.
generational. That older men used to be all about aftershave, and our
Yeah.
generation and younger now do cologne.
Well,
Man,
I
no
do
they are
have-
two different.
yeah.
They
Oh,
are
so
for
you
two
do
different
both.
things.
Yes.
You do
no,
both.
I do not.
You
I do
only
But
have a-
cologne.
aftershave is intended for after you shave to to smooth any of the irritation.
Oh, I thought it was to smell nice.
No,
I mean,
well,
it's
it
a
has
dual
a scent.
purpose.
It has a
Okay.
scent, but it's not.
All right.
And
Okay. Thank
I think
you.
what has happened over the years is the blades that they've created and the
Oh.
shaving creams and lotions have gotten
The
and kind of
it's
it's not as necessary. But back in the day when there was
Yeah.
like a single blade shave, it would be very like
Yeah.
traumatizing to the skin. So you would
Yeah.
aftershave it.
Makes complete sense. Thank you.
You're
like that's
welcome.
really
Yeah.
informative
I
for
know.
the
That's true.
girls out there that don't deal with beards.
There's some girls out there that I've seen some beard. on.
Well, they might need some aftershave.
Maddie, I think that you also want to go in and you're slip it in and pull out.
I know, but can I just get a breath?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys go.
My slip it in
Mm.
is a book that was recommended to me by our friend Melissa.
Oh, okay.
Is the title is Verity
Mhm. Oh yeah.
from the author Colleen Hoover.
Oh, I know
that a
about Colleen
question?
Hoover.
I'm
She
trying to
wrote
pronounce it well.
It Ends
I
With
don't know her.
Us.
Oh.
but-
She didn't she write It Ends With Us?
It ends with us.
Yep,
Yes, she
which
did.
is all
yeah.
the Justin Baldoni
Mm.
Blake Lively drama.
Yeah, and I I enjoyed that book so much.
It ends with
and
us?
no,
Verity?
the Verity
Okay.
book. I enjoyed it so much, and it's a book that actually a movie is dropping this year on October 2nd,
Okay.
and it's starring Anne Hathaway and Dakota Johnson.
Summer of Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, it's a Summer of Anne Hathaway. So
I read the book.
And you did.
Oh.
I
yeah.
have read the book. I also thought it was a great book.
Oh,
I am
wonderful.
excited to see the movie and see how it does. I think a lot of people, I think it tops their list.
Mm. I think
It's a
also
good
like
book.
on top of that is just I really enjoy when my friends have, because Matty has done the same thing. They know already like what type of reading I will get, like kind of gravitates towards,
Mhm.
and he will recommend me some books. And now Melissa's recommended me like this type of books as well, and I really just enjoyed everything about
That's
it.
great.
I enjoy reading a lot. I just started a new
Mm.
book, and I'll give a little nod to it after I finish it, depending. But it started out good. But
Yeah.
do you
Okay.
read, Megan? Do you read?
I
Magazines.
was
Oh, remember, she's a speed reader.
The blogs.
I was a voracious reader when I was
Right.
younger.
Yeah. And in
Literally
law school?
reading 1 or 2 books a week or more.
Really?
Then I went to law school,
Then that was a lot.
and I've never read again
It's a lot.
Wow.
for fun. Like
Yeah.
I read so much for work that I just
Yeah.
Well, you're reading a lot of
Policies and
pop culture. I was going to
Well.
say.
pop culture.
Yes.
I was going to
So
That
I-
tracks. That
I
tracks.
read a lot of gossip blogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
So that's
I
taken
remember-
over my regular reading.
I remember the day when you're like, I had to stop reading. I was reading
couldn't.
too fast. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well,
oh,
no.
is that a thing?
No, my problem is I get OCD with reading. So
You want to
literally,
finish it.
I will stay up. I am like, I can
Oh,
get
you're
through
one
this
of
chapter.
those?
I can get it. And so then I just look and I'm like, oh, this just looks like a lot of adjectives. And I go past several pages.
Oh my God.
And just to
really?
get the book, like, and so it's not even fun because all I'm doing is trying to finish the book. So
Okay.
I stop.
I see that.
Hmm.
My pull it out is the amount of notifications I get for just one DoorDash delivery.
Oh, I like them.
They send me 3 different messages on my phone with every single message is a different phone number that is coming from, and
That's
it's
weird.
just it's so annoying.
Don't
to
you
me.
like the updates
I
as to where
do.
your food
I like
is?
the updates, but can you just keep it to the same number?
I don't even pay that close attention.
I
Why
do.
are you examining?
Because
the
I don't like a
digits?
notification, and I don't like to have three of the same messages.
Do you feel
to
like
tell me the
somebody is
same thing.
baby kittening you with
Maybe.
these numbers? These
Maybe.
numbers?
Maybe
I
don't
kind
want
of
it.
think, JJ, I don't know. I could be speaking out of turn,
Mm.
but I feel
Big
like
count.
you might be able to change that in your app.
Oh, you're gonna help me with that.
Well,
Oh, I'd like to be there for this conversation. I'd like to be in
Well,
the room.
I
It's
think you
usually all
can
the way around. So
turn
I'm-
off notifications.
my
So-
notifications are turned off on the app, but it still
Says the
sends me
girl
messages.
that has the iPhone 12.
Well, it's soon to be the iPhone Fold.
Anyway,
So
I don't like those notifications for just one delivery. That's why I
Okay.
pull it out.
All right.
All right.
Well, I will talk about my slip it in because my slip it in and pull it out are actually 2 experiences that I had yesterday,
Oh.
surprisingly enough. So I went to the mall because I wanted to check out some things at J.Crew
Mm-hmm.
because they have a new roll neck cardigan sweater that can be worn buttons front or buttons back. And I'm not going to pay full price
Sounds
for that,
versatile.
but I'm like, I kind of want to check it out. And they have a really cute one with lobsters on it that I thought might be cute if I go out east. So I wanted to try it on. Well, while I was there, I was shopping
Seems a little
the
like
sale rack.
wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt at Disney.
Well, I mean, if you're like
Okay. I'm sorry.
a
Carry on.
Nantucket or something,
Yeah,
like
if
maybe
you want a
or
lobster
Maine.
wallet.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
it's very cute. I would wear other places. So
Yeah.
I wanted to try it. And so I wanted to see how this new sweater worked that you could wear both ways. Well, I found some items on the sale rack that I decided to purchase. But, and this is a PSA for anyone who shops at J.Crew, they do not have the same pricing in store as on the online.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're ever going to buy anything that's on sale or not on sale, you should check the online store before you purchase in store to make sure it's not a different price.
Yeah.
If it is a different price, they will give you the better price. So the one dress I bought was why are you laughing, Matty?
I'm like, what'd you say? I don't know.
So the one dress I bought was a work dress, and it was in the sale rack.
Is this buttons back? Buttons
No.
forward? Oh, have we transitioned?
We've moved on.
Was that your pull it out? Buttons front?
No.
No, that's a slip it in.
Oh, we're not there
I'm
yet.
on the slip it in.
Oh, got it.
Slippers,
so my
stick with us.
slip it
So
in
clear.
is
She's gonna land it.
this is actually it. I want to buy this dress. It was cheaper online. So they're like, we'll give you the online price. And the guy's like, it's a sale item. So we'll give you 40%. But the website actually didn't say it was on sale. But he said, oh, it's not on sale because
Plain.
no, listen,
Oh, sorry.
because there's none in stock anymore. So the only way you could get it is if you found it in store. So he's like, not only am I giving you the sale price, I'm giving you 40% off. So I felt like I got a free 40% off because had I ordered it online, which it wasn't available, it didn't say I was getting it, but he said I would. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue with that. So shout out J.Crew for your great workers and giving us discounts.
J.Crew.
She might need a storyteller hat.
And a lesson.
Well, okay, but let me get to my pull it out. It'll be much faster and quicker. So then I go to Trader Joe's and I go to check out. It was very busy, lots of people in line.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this guy is all done. He's checking out. I go stand there. He is paying with a bag of change and is sitting there counting out pennies after penny. And I'm just like, I get using change at a gas station, maybe at a fast food restaurant, but at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And
With
then
the
I'm
line.
like, so
if
then
it's
I'm like,
busy.
oh, I got out of line. I went
did.
next door. Someone was checking out in front of me. They
Next
finished
door? Oh.
the next
Got it. Next line.
cashier.
Yeah.
I'm in line, check out, pay. He is still counting pennies.
Yeah.
And I leave. I mean, that's no change at Trader Joe's. That's my pull it out.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want, I've got a PSA. If you've
Okay.
got a lot of change laying around, take it to one of those
Coinstar.
Coinstar. Now,
Yep.
the first thing people will say is they're going to take 15% of my
Not if
cash.
you purchase there.
Oh, is this your PSA or my PSA? So if you know, well, if you can convert it into a gift card, and most people shop at Amazon, that is an option. So you don't lose a cent. See what I did there? You don't lose a
Mhm.
cent.
We got it.
And
Get
so you can get rid of your change, convert it to Amazon. It goes right into your balance.
Yeah.
It's much
Great.
easier than
Yes.
counting your pennies at Trader Joe's.
Correct. Exactly. Well, it shouldn't even be allowed,
No,
honestly.
not at all.
Quite,
Matty.
speaking of honestly, quite honestly, I'm shocked that neither of you had your pull it out be the Woodward Dream Cruise.
Well,
It is upon us.
It
Yeah,
is.
It's this as we recording it. It's happening right on Woodward.
Zoom,
I
zoom,
try to avoid
zoom,
it.
zoom,
Zoom.
like a mile.
But it's
from
been
here.
really
Half a mile.
happening for like a month now.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I know you have issues, both of you, with it. Let me just, for the listeners, give a little context. The Woodward Dream Cruise, I don't know how many years it's been around, too many, but it is a like 3-mile stretch on Woodward Avenue from Birmingham, Michigan to Ferndale, actually 9-mile, which I'm half a mile from, is where they cut the ribbon. So I'm in the middle of
You're
it.
in the thick of it.
The population of Ferndale is like I had a figure 700 and some thousand, 19,000.
Mm-hmm.
1.5 million people descend upon the city for the Woodward Dream Cruise.
Just
That is-
Ferndale, or you're talking along Ferndale,
Along,
Royal Oak, Birmingham?
right. So that's a little bit, but like still, let's just shave off
Yeah.
even half of that. You're still got like 35 times the number of people that literally,
crazy.
and it's twice the population of Detroit.
That's crazy.
Comes here.
Yeah.
31 years. 31 years for the Dream Cruise.
And there's really,
it
how
started
many?
at
31?
31. It started in 1995.
And there's 40,000 vehicles that participate. And
Well,
they're just
yes.
fucking
Well,
cruising.
And let's be clear. the idea when you hear like people say, oh, Woodward Dream Cruise, it's like to go back in the old days of cars and when you would just drive Woodward from Detroit all the way up to Pontiac.
Mhm.
So this is what they're trying to recreate. But they make it sound like it's going to be all these cool old cars, whatever. No, what it is basically
Brum,
Los Angeles freeway at 5 p.m. It's just every car you could
Well-
ever
Yeah.
see. And every 10 cars is maybe a car of interest. It's not,
I can see that.
it's mostly just your everyday cars driving.
Well, I don't know if I would 100% agree with that. I
Mhm.
think you're stretching a little because I mean, there's 40,000 vehicles that come into town. I would say 90% of those are legit.
No.
No?
I wouldn't say.
When was the
90%.
last time you went and sat and watched
I
Woodward
I don't
Dream
think he's
Cruise?
ever
Never.
done it.
Okay.
Never.
I've done it a couple of times.
Okay.
You've sat-
Well,
At parties at
Really?
people at houses that lived on Woodward, and then I've gone into Birmingham and bebopped around. So
Well-
and I've driven a little bit, a
Yeah.
block or two here and there. Let me
Here-
tell
Yeah.
you, it's
Here's
not
what I will
all
say.
old fashioned.
here's what I will say. I do like any event that brings revenue and attention to,
To the
a
city.
city and the businesses. So
Yeah.
for the businesses and the local businesses, I'm very happy for them if they're getting it. Some of them though have to fucking shut down because you can't
Correct.
even get to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
business.
100%.
So it's like even that. And like people here that live here, it is gridlock. It's hard
Yes.
to
It is
like
hard.
get anywhere.
Try
I
to
used-
find a route.
I used to
Yeah.
live in a road that was blocked. Like you could not
Oh, that's
get
true,
your
yeah.
car out for the whole 2
Yeah.
days. It's really a 1 day event, but it's turned into
It's
two.
one day.
And they start lining their lawn chairs up at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Like,
And
With
leave
a
them
little-
there.
i-
It's
i-
insane.
With a little cooler.
It's so,
Yeah.
and usually all three of us are out of town.
Yes.
It used to be the pool.
Intentionally.
It used to be the pool event. I would
Yes.
schedule
Yeah.
the pool event to coincide so we could get out of town. Okay.
Yeah.
That was my pull it out. My slip it in. I've been going back and forth. I'm gonna go with picky choosy. Picky choosy. So I'm really big on words, if you haven't noticed. I like to
This is
bring
a
words.
new one.
Last time was this isn't me. Somebody else used it and I took a note. So it's just, I'm not trying to suggest it's something it isn't. It is just, I don't know. Somebody told me they're like, well, it was Lexi. Hi, Lexi. It was like, she goes, I'm just really picky choosy. I'm like, picky choosy.
Like
I'm like-
picky.
Like,
Just
It's
picky.
really
Yeah.
just picky.
or you can be very choosy. I'm a little choosy. But if you're picky choosy, you're extra choosy. I feel you're extra choosy. You're picky choosy. Don't you like picky choosy?
What's choosy? What is choosy versus what is picky?
I think combined, they are.
It's a level up.
your
I didn't
level-
ask you combine. I asked you what is
Repeat the
picky,
question.
Choosy.
what is
What's
choosy.
choosy?
What is choosy? What is picky?
Correct.
Mhm.
Choosy is I go into a store and I'm like very picky about my choice.
Well, you said
picky,
picky.
is when I go into a store and I'm very choosy about my.
It's just picky. It's one word. You
Yeah,
don't
it
need
is
picky
still- I think
choosy.
that
You're
is
just
I
picky.
like picky choosy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
well,
think it's just means the same as
Exactly.
picky.
so. I just
How
shorten
do you
it to
feel
picky.
like it? Yeah, but then you've got no fun in that. Picky's been around for years. Don't you?
Oh, I might just go.
I-
I
you
might
like
just
how-
say I'm a little pick. I can just shorten. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
baby pick.
yeah, I'm a baby
baby
pick.
picky.
Yes,
Yeah.
Baby
100%.
picky.
I'm a baby choosy.
But what if you let picky choosy run off your? Do you
Picky
like how
choosy,
it rolls
yes,
off
I
your
do
tongue?
like it.
I'd
But I'm
rather
not gonna
just
use
say I'm
it,
pick
but
or I'm
yeah.
picky.
You're not gonna use it.
I'm
gonna
not
use
going to use it.
Look, Lexi's not gonna like that.
Well, I'm
She's too
sorry.
reckless.
I'm going to stick with my
Sounds like with
baby
your
pick.
yeah.
I don't think that she expects us
You're
to
picky
use
choosy
it.
about your words. I feel.
Yeah. Correct.
100%.
All right. Well, I like it, Lexi, and I'm using picky choosy.
Okay, go
Mhm.
ahead. Have at it.
Oh, can I just say one thing? Cut the music, please. I speaking of words, I forgot this at the Moth. Speaking of words, however, comma was used
Oh.
twice in a
Ah.
person's
Yeah,
speech.
love
and
that.
let the record show, and I have footage and recordings I can bring to it.
Yeah.
So not only is picky choosy going to be a comma thing, but however, comma was used.
Yeah.
I think it's someone who was trying to like act like they're having a story and think they needed to use it. I question.
Well,
The
they
use.
were telling a story.
Well, there you go.
Well, all
I
right.
don't know.
All right. Until next time,
Word soup.
slippers, check out our link tree. Go look for the MYSLF cologne. It's at Slip It In Podcast on Linktree. we want to hear from you. Tell us about your baby kitten fishing or your kitten fishing or your catfishing. Reach out to us. We can be reached by slipping into our DMs on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook, all at Slip It In Podcast. You can email us, slipitinpodcast@gmail.com, or we'd love a phone call or a text, 313-444-9004. Till next time.
Bye, babe.
Again.